One of my favorite recipes is macaroni and cheese. Over time, I have refined this particular recipe. There's a whole two different camps of whether mac and cheese should have eggs or not, like the version my mother always made. However, I have settled on this particular version of mac and cheese that you make in advance. You parboil the noodles, you soak it in the milk mixture along with some cheese, and so the noodles actually expand overnight or a minimum of 4 hours. You take it out, and then you're gonna just put it in your casserole dish. So, no eggs. First off, we're going to heat up a large stock pot of salted boiling water, and we're gonna let this come to a boil. Next, we're going to actually make our milk mixture, which is 3 cups of whole milk and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. To our 3 cups of whole milk, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, we are going to add a few sprinkles of nutmeg, I would say a half a teaspoon, some dry mustard, again, about a half a teaspoon. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and lastly, some black pepper. We're going to mix it until it's combined. And then we're simply going to set it aside. Next, we are going to grate our cheeses. The 2 cheeses that I use are Gruyere and also some type of sharp cheddar. For this recipe, you will need 12 total ounces of grated cheese. Now, let's move forward with the pasta. You'll need an entire box of pasta, which is typically 16 ounces or a pound. Just place it into your salted boiling water. So what makes this recipe work is that we parboil the pasta. So we don't actually want to cook it completely through, because again, we're going to bake it in the oven. You don't want to have tough pasta. If you were to cook this completely, you would need 9 minutes. So what we will do is we are going to actually let it boil for 4.5 to 5 minutes. Now the macaroni is parboiled, 4.5 minutes. We're going to drain it. Next, using a mixing bowl, you will take the drained pasta and pour it right into the bowl. Take your cream mixture, pour it right over the hot pasta. Now add half of your cheese. The other half we'll save for tomorrow and just place it in a small bowl. Finally, cover with plastic wrap and place it into the refrigerator. Let's make the topping for our mac and cheese, and it's very simple. You're going to use some breadcrumbs, about a half a cup. Next, some French fried crispy onions. And lastly, some olive oil, probably about 2 tablespoons. And then simply mix this together with your fingers to combine. For the purposes of this demonstration, I made the macaroni and milk and cheese mixture previously and took it out of the refrigerator about 30 minutes earlier. And you're simply now just going to mix it all together, pulling it away from the sides. Now that we've redistributed the milk, we're going to place it into a 9x13 oval baking dish. Now, this piece is very important. You need the surface area of the dish in order for this to work. Once evenly spread out the mixture, tap it down, simply take the remaining cheese and sprinkle it over the top. Last step is to put your topping. Final step is to place your casserole in a preheated 350-degree oven for 30 to 35 minutes. You can tell it's done by the nice bubbling that's going on around the edges. There's no grease, so the cream and milk have not separated. And there you have it, overnight mac and cheese. Enjoy.